Welcome in and welcome back, everybody. Doing another boat fail video today. Hopefully, I found us another good one to watch, but we'll find out here in a minute. If you like the channel, consider hitting them buttons down there. Greatly appreciate it. If you want to watch the video without me talking or my face on there, links always in the description below for the video here we're about to show. Other than that, thanks for stopping by and saying hi. Let's go see what kind of trouble these guys get into. Ooh, that's a heck of a wave right there, boy. So that's ironic because I actually went on a boat tow the other day and the waves were super big like that. But it was because it was windy and rainy. And when we were on a pontoon boat, is a pretty heavy, steel frame because we need a sturdy workboat when we're out there messing around, especially in the weather like that. But we were towing a boat back to the main ramp, and every other wave was almost like this. Wasn't quite that bad, because I picked my speed appropriately, and so we weren't diving too much. But there was a couple times when we were on our way out there because the call came in and it seemed pretty dicey. Possible injury, stuff like that. Turned out to be okay. They just needed a tow in, but we didn't know that at the time, so we're heading out as fast as we can on that big heavy boat. So if you hit them waves just right, just like these guys did, you go up one and down the other and right into it, this is what's going to happen. Your pontoon boat's going to dive right into that wave. You're going to get splashed with a crap ton of water. But usually the boat comes right back up unless you're flooring it down, and your pitch is down and the boat wants to keep going down. But most of the time you just let off on that throttle and you come right back up. Hopefully they didn't lose too much gear and everybody was okay. But yeah, it's funny we start off with a video like this because it's fresh in my mind. I just did that the other day. So let's keep going. Yeah, see how the front of the boat stays under for just a minute, and then if he lets off, it comes back up. But oh, that was unfortunate.
Okay, but here we go. I'm about to jump on.
Oh
Oh no! It's cool that he can laugh at himself, though. Like he said, I'm about to jump on. It does happen. Just misgauge a little bit. That's another good clip right there. When I got to the guy who we were towing, his boat was up against the rocks like that, but he was facing straight in. So he actually jumped out of his boat, was standing in front of it, and was holding his boat away from shore. It's pretty hard, especially because it was just him holding the boat. The boats are heavy and the waves are pushing hard. So, but luckily he had the good angle and he was able to keep it off the rocks where he ended up drifting to. So. But yeah, if you get in too close like that, it's almost, well, it's really hard to get out of that situation because, if he's trying to use his motor and motor out of that situation, he's obviously really close to the rocks, probably going to hit, do some more damage. And if it swings his back end up, he's definitely not getting out. And then if he gets out of the boat, especially in this situation here we're looking at, definitely either potential harm to himself or his vessel even further. But hopefully these guys make it out. I don't know. We'll see. Okay,
Say
police
hi to
boat for the
Owen
rescue.
Dade. Say
Uh,
hi to Owen Dade.
oh, so they just left the boat. Not sure what they're gonna do with it. They're gonna let it drift out or what, but who knows. Another ad. Sorry, folks. Sorry about that. I know the volume on those things is usually louder than the video, so volume warning. Sorry, guys.
She's lost it. Somebody's got to fucking do something.
She's lost it. Somebody's gonna do something about it. Not sure what's going on here, but I don't appreciate the boat making all them big waves, especially with the watercraft. Them planes are built to be light, so they are gonna move and jump around on the water. So that's just kind of a dick move, unless it's trying to serve a purpose, but I don't see it doing that. They're kind of just driving around them to be a dick. I don't know. Unless
Yeah.
that's a patrol boat and they're trying to. I don't know. I don't know what they're doing, but it's not very nice of them to be doing whatever it is that they're doing. Yeah, they're kind of being a-holes there. Unfortunate situation. Not sure what the boat's doing. Doesn't look like the guy in the plane's doing anything wrong. He's just floating on through, but I don't know context or what might have been exchanged before that. Yeah. At least he had the consciousness to turn into the wave, you know, on a dinghy like that. You get too big of a wave and flips you over, you know. But yeah, big old boat doesn't need to be going that fast in that area. That's not a good idea. Oh, she was holding it up for her husband or boyfriend, I don't know, or her friend, who knows. But unfortunately, let it fall on him, poor guy. My guess is there's a vehicle under there somewhere. Another fail with the truck. Yep. Hey, look at that. They're getting it out though. They're getting it out. That's good stuff. Sounds like the truck was spinning its tires, but hey, at least they got it up to where they can get it a little bit better. Now this right here, I've seen this a lot. You know, they're carrying the trailer down the ramp because, you know, the person is uncomfortable backing it up. So I've seen this happen a lot with the inexperienced, you know, people with vessels and stuff, jet skis, boats. Can't really pick up a boat trailer. They're not that light, but jet ski trailers, you know, they're usually small like this and a little bit easier to pick up. But I've seen people, you know, they're backing up, their trailer starts to jackknife, they put their truck in park, they hop out, they pick it up, they move it straight, and they try it again. And they end up doing that like 10, 15 times on their way down the ramp before they can get in the water and get trailered up. Can't do it with a vessel on it, obviously. So whoever launched it probably had a better idea of what they were doing, or it took them a really long time to get it launched. Who knows? Because I've seen people with the vessel, you know, they'll back up, starts to jackknife, they pull up, tilt straight, do it over and over and over again until they finally make it to the water and get it off. But yeah, this I've seen this 1,000 times. It's pretty funny. Um, but you know, if they're, you know, the guys have been drinking, they don't want to drive, and they've got, you know, maybe wife or girlfriend or an inexperienced guy in there backing it up for him, and he doesn't know how to follow the trailer or manipulate the trailer with the truck. It might just be easier for them, you know, even though they're intoxicated, they can just walk that trailer down for them and save some time and effort, and hopefully not make the line too big there at the ramp. But I've even seen them where they jackknife it and run it over. So I would recommend this before you just keep on driving over your trailer. So let's see what else these guys do. But yeah, that should work. That'll do the trick. It's not the recommended way to handle it, but if it works, right? Well, that didn't work. Looks like he went to go throw it, but everything shot out before he tossed it. I don't know. Hard to say. So, unfortunate language there, but I understand what he's getting at. So, sometimes people will get upset, you know. So, what a lot of people don't understand is that when you're in a no wake zone, right, or a 5 mile per hour zone, when you're in a zone like that and it's supposed to be no wake or 5 miles an hour, if you come through there and you're the one making a wake and your wake rocks somebody's boat who is tied up in a slip, anchored near a dock or anything like so, you're around any infrastructure in that no wake zone or 5 mile per hour zone, and your boat rocks their boat or your waves somehow rock their boat and cause damage, you're actually responsible for that damage. A lot of people don't know that. So if you're going to be on a boat and you're going to be in a 5 mile hour zone or a no wake zone and you're going through there faster than you're supposed to be and your waves somehow cause damage to infrastructure or other people's stuff, other people's boats, whatever it might be, you're responsible for that. You can actually be held responsible for that, get tickets, um, file insurance claims against your insurance for the damage that was done to their stuff, um, or whatever. You can be fined, you can be cited by authorities. So a lot of people don't know that, but I want to let that be known. If you're racing through a no wake zone and your wake or waves caused by your boat do damage to something in that no wake zone because of those waves, you're responsible for that. So just keep that in mind when you're zooming around in areas you're not supposed to be going fast. And that's probably why this guy's super mad. It looks like he jumped on his dinghy. This is my assumption. I don't know if it's true or not. I think they came through quicker than they were supposed to, creating bigger waves than they're supposed to. He jumped on his dinghy, chased him down, and gave him a piece of his mind. And like he said, it caused possibly $1,000 worth of damage, and that is legit. If they're in a slip or in a marina like that, and the marina is not supposed to have waves that are not caused by weather, if somebody comes through and their boat rocks and hits something or whatever, scrapes up against something, scratches it, that's boats are expensive. Boat repairs are expensive. So just keep that in mind, everybody. Um, don't get yelled at like this lady.
Sorry, Catherine, I've got it on film. I've got it on film.
Yeah, that guy's mad. And the worst part is like these people are acting like they were in the right to do that. And now he's just pissed off and trying to make a point
Children,
and making it worse for everybody.
what do you think you're doing?
Oh, he popped his dinghy too, so that's not gonna be good.
Watch out, Catherine!
Yeah, that's just an unfortunate situation, and it escalated, and stuff like that can happen. Luckily, nobody else got hurt, and it was just the damage that he did to his dinghy and whatever happened to his main boat. But yeah, hopefully that was it. Big ship and bad weather. Something satisfying about watching them just rock around in the elements like this.
Want to know how I took my business
What do you
to the
know?
next
Another
level?
ad.
It's simple. It's Shopify.
Yeah, that's crazy. So this is modified, obviously. Can't tell if it's a hybrid, like if it's a car and a boat, or if it's just a boat with a car body on it. Don't know, but looks really cool. And still has some giddy up, so that's cool. That's neat.
I think he's already a little pissed, Jerry. Get on the boat!
I don't know what's going on. Oh, wow. So I don't know if it looks like a shark.
I don't know.
Looks like it. Oh, it got wrapped up in a ski rope, so you can see there's the handle from a ski rope wrapped around the shark, and he's kind of stuck in it. That's pretty crazy. That's pretty crazy.
Push.
Oh, okay. So they were going through a drawbridge, and their line wasn't perfect, and ended up hitting the mast on it. And now it looks like they're stuck in between it. But that was just an unfortunate line, and they hit the bridge. Hopefully, whoever's managing the bridge, they don't start putting it back down. Hopefully, it's not an automatic bridge and thinks that they made it through already and then starts closing on them. Hopefully, there is. I don't know if they're called conductors or not, but there are some bridge operators usually in these things. So hopefully they're paying attention and that was the worst of it and they can get on through. But without more video, I have no context. Oh crap. That's nuts. Yeah, depending on what kind of fish that was, could have ended way worse than that. I've heard of people, hunting sailfish and the sailfish, instead of trying to run away, comes and jumps right on the boat and ends up stabbing them with its, with its big old pointed snout. So, hopefully everybody is okay. And this here, another boat fire, But the thing that a lot of people don't realize is, yeah, boats usually just burn and burn and burn until basically there's nothing left. But there is always a potential for a burst of flame, or an explosion of some kind. So you always got to be careful with that, and hopefully nobody gets hurt. But let's see what happens. Looks like they got a few fire extinguishers out, trying to get it to go out. But with fire extinguishers, there is a method to that madness. I think they call it sweep. I forget exactly what it stands for, but you want to pull the pin, you want to aim at the fire appropriately. You always want to aim for the base of the fire, the material that's actually providing fuel for the fire. You want to hit that as best you can. You don't want to just try and spray the flames or the smoke, because that's not going to do anything. You want to spray the fuel that needs to be put out. So hopefully that ended better than it looked, because that's unfortunate either way it goes.
Boat's been drifting around Delaware River the past couple of days, and the Coast Guard got in contact with the owner. He's taking her home. Check him out. Okay,
hey, at least he's getting it back to where it needs to go. So they got a dinghy tied up in the back, hopefully just to keep it from sinking any farther. And then they got somebody pulling from the front. I'm surprised they were able to do that with just dinghies and get it to the lift here, but good on them. I'm glad they made it. So it looked like they already had the sling down, so they were expecting it. And yeah, hopefully they can get it up, get it repaired, and make her water ready again. That guy is flying. Oh, nice. Yeah, hit the wake, man. Got some air. That was actually really cool.
Show y'all how to take a redneck shower.
That's funny. That's a lot of water pressure. Looks like it was a jet drive on an outboard motor, so not a lot of spinning parts right there and next to him for him to get hurt on. So hopefully that worked out. Oh, he just didn't have enough leverage. She's much bigger than he is, and
Best no
he did
Wi-Fi
his
games
best.
for long car rides.
What do you know?
Part
Another
3.
ad. I swear to goodness,
Okay,
they're putting
the
more and
game I
more
wanna
ads
tell
in
you-
every video. It's crazy to me. Well, maybe one of these days I'll invest in premium and we'll avoid that altogether. Looks like he's trying to paddle into the wind, or he's hung up on something. He ain't going anywhere. I love the sound of those boats, man. Those are awesome. Hopefully everybody's okay. That could end really badly.
Again, go over to the dock hall.
I love the way that sounds. Yeah, it's unfortunate. Oh, okay, so this is the view from inside the plane from earlier. So I don't know. Doesn't really provide more context or anything like that, but gives us another angle of it.
Oh my god. That is not good.
Yeah, that's either a bent trailer, or more weight than that. than that tow package is meant to handle. Couldn't tell though. Not a good sign though. They're definitely in some really shallow water. You can see them kicking up dirt. Hopefully it doesn't do too much damage. Big old rooster tail on that thing. It's got some good pressure coming out of there. But see how all that stuff's rocking around down there. If he caused damage in that area, he's responsible for it. Another collision, no context. That's all I can say. Oh, that's no good. Yeah, so that's a boat. So that trailer, you can see it's got a bunch of rollers on it. So they didn't have the. My guess is that where the strap is hooked up to the winch, the little crank there, either the crank switch wasn't flipped to stop that from coming off or rolling off. That would be my guess. Or they just hooked up a strap after the fact and they're going to try and get it back on. But I've actually seen this exact same thing happen. But it was on a little bit steeper, bigger ramp. You know, the guy up was at the top of the ramp and decided to unstrap himself so that way, you know, once he makes his turnaround and gets down to the ramp, it's just going to float right off and, you know, the person in the boat's going to be able to just take off. Well, unfortunately, they were on a trailer like that where it was all rollers. So there's not a lot of friction holding that boat in place. So it's not, you know, you don't have to be as deep in the water before the boat lets go of the trailer, so to speak. So the guy did a U-turn, ended up, he wasn't strapped to the trailer anymore. So as soon as he went down and turned around and the boat was facing down, it just slid right off the trailer onto the ground. And, you know, took a bunch of people, a tractor, and some equipment to get that thing back on its trailer. And let's just say he ruined his day and wasn't able to go boating that day, all because he unstrapped a little too early. So that'd be my guess here. Based on where the boat is on the ramp, my guess is that they were pulling out, didn't strap it, and it came off as they were pulling out. Now, he very likely could have been backing in and it rolled off, but normally when it rolls off, it's going to drop and stop a little bit faster than getting that far off the trailer. But like I said, I don't know for sure. The weight distribution on that boat could be different, but yeah, you can see on the trailer there's rollers. So yeah, if it's not strapped down properly, that thing is not staying on there by itself. Doing wheelies. Got to be careful with that because you can come down at the wrong angle, man, and you hit that water just right, it's gonna flip you off, flip you over. You end up running into another boat or something, or you know, hurting yourself or somebody else. So luckily, it looked like he came down just fine and kept on going. But yeah, you just got to be careful. Another fire. Looked like they got a fire boat out there. It's got some kind of pump and water, and hopefully they get it out before it's too much worse, but that thing looks like it's going pretty good. Speedboat fail, wait for it. So I wonder if they're gonna hit a wave and bounce. Oh yeah, most likely. And what do you know, another ad. Every 5 minutes we get an ad. Not even. Shoot. That's just way too many ads. I gotta make that investment, man. But yeah, it looked like they were bouncing. Definitely wasn't pleasant. That's one way to do it. Looked like they got their trailer and their boat on the lift, so. Sounded a little aggressive, so looks like they're just trying to tow him in.
We need to see what happens, yo.
That was very aggressive. Get the fuck out of here, go home. Why?
Nothing's expensive. It went on that guy's yard already.
has it not slowed down yet?
Because it's just going.
It's like it's
Just listening to this is kind of
That's why
funny.
you have to wear that red thing.
Babe, do never get on the boat without that red thing or the life jacket. You see how that life jacket saved his life? That's
Yeah.
the same one we have.
Yep. Wear your safety tether. If he was wearing his safety tether, that engine would have shut off as soon as he went over. Well, to
Bro, that
answer
was-
her question, what you do in a situation like this is if you have enough experienced people, you can try to do, an active board situation where you pull up, somebody jumps on, or you try and follow the circle and jump on. Now, with all the obstacles around it, I don't think that's going to be an option here, unless these guys are just some absolute badasses and figure it out somehow, but I just don't see that happening. But all you can do really is you can ram it and hopefully that it changes its path and then grounds itself, gets itself stuck somewhere. Or you wait till it runs out of gas, or if you get some badass that makes the jump on there and ends up doing it. But, there's always risks with that too. You get somebody that tries to jump on there, they're gonna potentially fall in the water and get ran over by a propeller. You never want that to happen. So just assess the situation and hopefully it doesn't get any worse than it already is.
Seriously, like we could have been hit by that f***ing boat.
Yeah, and it also almost ran his ass over. Like,
Yeah, so it hit an obstacle, it changed its trajectory, and hopefully they were able to get onto it from there and it stopped. That's gonna hurt your face. Oh man. Oh, looks like a puppy rescue. Dang. Yeah, dog kept swimming and they were able to go out and get him, so that's good. I'm glad. Saved the puppy. Oh, that was cool. That was cool. Oh no, you see how it dove down? That's crazy. At least it came back up, but yeah. Now that's pretty cool. I'd actually do that. That's pretty neat. Snorkeling without the struggle, man. Now this here, I do not condone this at all. That is just a fatality waiting to happen. If they stood up and there was something, low hanging and they hit it, boom, dead. You fall out and you're rolling around the ground, possibly getting ran over by a car or truck behind you. That's not good. Most likely lethal. So even if you're just going from, the ramp to the parking lot or the ramp to your campsite or whatever it might be, you only live a mile away. I still do not condone this at all. This is not cool. Just ride in the car where you're supposed to be. It's a lot safer. Wear your seatbelt. Just don't do it, guys. Just don't do it. It's not worth it. The potential of harm, it's just not worth it. It's just not worth taking the risk. Just don't do it. Just to add to that last little bit, bring a car that can fit everybody that's going to be riding with you. That's another thing you should probably do. That truck looked like 2, maybe 3 seats. So already, I don't know how many people, but I'm guessing, at least 1 in the truck and then at least 2 in the boat. Those 3 could fit, but if there was already a second person in the cab of the truck, and that's why they were riding in the boat, just don't do it. Bring another car to transport the people safely, or bring tow it with a big enough vehicle that can fit everybody inside. I just don't do it, please. So this is actually really smart. I've seen it. I've been a part of a recovery that was similar to this. Ours was a little bit different. We just used the excavator like that. So we had a snatch block hooked up around a tree. we had a cable going from the boat through the snatch block to the heavy equipment, and then use the heavy equipment to then pull the boat to in a certain angle, which then allowed the boat to be pulled out into the water. Luckily we had a peninsula with the right angle and a tree that worked to get it off of where it was grounded. But sometimes this is what it takes. Hopefully there's not a lot of damage to the bottom of the boat, or hopefully it's not taking on water. You got enough people helping rock the boat, move it around, and then you got the heavy equipment to help push it. So hopefully they can get it straightened out nose first, and then possibly get the excavator behind it. Hopefully it's a strong, durable material that, him pushing with that heavy equipment's not going to do more damage. But sometimes, this is your only option, because you're not going to be able to get, if this does look like the ocean beach, so you're not going to be able to get enough, a big enough rope and a good enough boat to pull it off the sand sometimes when it's like that. Because as I've mentioned before, you're on the beach like that, it's like a big old suction cup on the bottom of that boat. So, hopefully they get it done.
Yo, check out the
Yeah, they're fighting those waves too. That's gonna be crazy.
It's doing it. Oh, there it goes.
Hey, it worked. I'll give you props for that. So this guy here in the water, it looks like he went down there to retrieve their anchor, possibly, because it is a metal chain. That's the only reason I assume that. So you got to be careful doing that. I've done that with cables and stuff for anchors and stuff that have fallen off, and that's a lot of weight. And if you're not a really strong swimmer and you can't get in there, you got to be careful, because that's a lot of weight, and that weight can just bring you right back down to the bottom. So got to be careful. Hopefully they get the job done, but of course there's not going to be any more video or context to know exactly what happened after that. But hopefully everybody was okay. So yeah, thanks for watching, everybody. I appreciate you hanging out till the end, and hopefully you had fun with me. I enjoyed the video. A lot of craziness in this one. But yeah, so thanks for hanging out till the end. Consider hitting all them buttons. I appreciate all of you being here. Thanks for stopping by and saying hi. Hopefully we'll catch y'all on the next one. Thanks again. Peace.